Well, Joe, lots of positives in recent weeks. You still warned us there'd be ups and downs. Was tonight one of those downs?
Yeah, strange performance from the lads today. No indication of that, and as you say, in recent weeks they've been superb, but really disappointed. I think we're disappointed across the board. People who were given kind of opportunities as the kind of few changes tonight, and as the manager you make changes, and sometimes you're a genius and sometimes you're not. Tonight's one of those days, so for me, we've got to be better.
It was a bad start over before kick-off. Connor, was it illness that stopped him from starting the game?
He just had a little bit of a weird rhythm in his heart, which he had in the Rochdale game, and made him come off. So when it's something to do with the heart, he's absolutely fine now. His dad was in the stand, and it's not ideal when you're about to warm up and you've named the team you work on stuff, but that is football. That's no excuse. We've still got to be focused, and thankfully he's absolutely fine, but that doesn't take away from us not being good enough tonight.
And presumably conceding after the first 60 seconds certainly didn't help matters.
No, never does. And again, you're coming to a side that's fighting for its life. They've had a good late win on Saturday, and the last thing you want to do is give them a leg up. And for us tonight, we've given them the perfect start, and then at that point, we've got a mountain to climb. But we didn't deserve anything out of the game tonight. We didn't. They've had a goal. I thought we should have had at least one penalty, if not two, in the first period. There's definitely a handball in the box, and Harvey Saunders, I felt, was barged in the back by their lad. But it was the linesman our side who actually missed their goal, being about 3 or 4 yards over the line in the second half. So he wants to get himself down to Specsavers. I think that geezer there, if he wanted to have a career as a lino. But again, if we'd have got anything out the game tonight, we'd have been fortunate. Oldham were better than us, and we need to be better Saturday in our stadium.
Yeah, is it a case of dusting yourself off and putting it down just to a bad night at the office?
I wish it was that simple. We're disappointed in there, but unfortunately, for us, we can't do anything about that right now. The lads are hurting in there. Evo coming off early in the game. As I say, Connor going down. Two lads who've been, really big players for us. So it does throw you a little bit, but we've still got more than enough quality to, play better than that. And tonight, we didn't.
Was Anthony something from Saturday, or was it a knock he picked up tonight?
Yeah, he was touch and go. Spoke with the guys, and he'd obviously a bit of tightness in his hamstring, and he felt absolutely fine this morning, wanted to play, and then as you could see within 10 or 15 minutes he wasn't quite right. I think Sam Finley looked like he was carrying a little bit of something there as well. So for me, you can't risk the young players, and I said to Ant in there, if you're not 100%, once you cross that white line, unfortunately, to everybody else you are. So it's part of his development, part of his learning, but again, once we've seen him limping, we can't risk him being out for 6 or 7 weeks at this point. So precautionary measure, we took him off the pitch. But again, it was one of those Murphy's Law, is it what they call it, when everything that can go wrong seems to go wrong. Apart from their goal getting ruled out, which looked like it hit the bar and went into me, we just weren't good enough. So I'm disappointed because the gas heads have turned up and support the lads again today. We kept huffing and puffing, but we didn't deserve anything out of the game today.
Because presumably Sam Nicholson's goal just before half-time should have given you a bit more energy going into the second half, but it didn't really happen.
No, so you go away, you look at your processes. We've done absolutely everything, trained, travelled exactly as you would want for Premier League level, but we've just turned up and been National League level in terms of performance. So nowhere near good enough. It's a setback, and we've got to respond correctly against an informed Mansfield in our stadium Saturday.
Yeah. Elliot Anderson started. How did you think he got on tonight?
Yeah, I thought he'd done all right. There were some bright spells. It was tricky for him based on some of the more senior players around him and their levels of performance. And again, the fact that we're 1 goal down after less than 2 minutes, doesn't really help matters. But I thought I was really pleased with him. I thought he, showed bravery, got on the balls at the right time, and he's going to be a hell of a player. He's only 19, and there'll be a lot more better nights for him than tonight.
You mentioned 1 or 2 injuries. Joel Grant didn't feature tonight. What's the issue there?
Josh Grant, yeah. Josh, we've just got to manage his load. So for us it was, he had a little bit of patella tendonitis after playing on relatively hard surface on Saturday, and then we can't really at this moment go Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday. So we're trying to build that into him, and we've got to be mindful with his minutes and his load. But we really missed Josh tonight.
And I think this is the first of 6 Saturday, Tuesday. So the positive is that it's a chance to get back on the horse quickly.
Yeah, we've got that coming up. There's lots to play for, loads of games for us. We've been on a decent little run of late. whilst I haven't felt we've played phenomenally well, and we've just got to keep chipping away. As I say, I think tonight we were nowhere near at the level we want to be at. And if you're not at the level you want to be at, you get your backside handed to you in this division. The teams are so closely matched that if you've got one or two off it, and I think we had at least 9 or 10 off it tonight, then you won't get anything out of the game of football.